Our guest is here looking phenomenal.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, we're just running through all the massive scenarios with the big wrestling news today and with Cody and Brandy,
Cody?
right?
Yes, absolutely, which is crazy. I actually thought when they said that there was going to be like a new signee and the whole like forbidden
Mm,
door thing, I
yeah.
thought it was just going to be Cody signing a new contract. So when that didn't happen, I'm kind of glad that that didn't happen. But when that didn't happen, I thought something was going to happen. He was going to sign a new contract. But seeing all of this, I don't know. I'm hearing right now that he's already signed with WWE.
Oh, that must have been some
But
big money.
yeah, and the other thing is, I know him and Brody or
Right.
Brandy had their little reality show, which
Yep.
I have never watched, but I heard that she said something about them not being able to talk or see each other for a full month. So I was
Interesting.
kind of thinking ever since that they had their baby, right?
Yep.
So I was just thinking like maybe he's going to take 6 months off and then come back and sign once the heat's off of him a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he was getting booed tremendously. People hated him. He didn't want to turn heel. What's one way you can get around that? Take a few months off,
And
come
people
back,
get excited for you again.
yeah,
Exactly.
come in and save the day. But you gotta have a massive heel to come in and make the save for. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, but what I heard today, a few sources said he already signed with WWE. So who
That's
knows? I can't see that happening. It seemed like he really hated it there. And if they bring back Stardust, I'm just gonna like throw myself off of a cliff. So pretty
I
much it.
I would have to imagine if he went back to the WWE, it would have been on the terms of I'm not doing Stardust. We're doing Cody Rhodes,
Hope so, yeah.
and there's going to be a lot of money involved. And I,
A lot. And I
man,
think he's gonna have to build his own schedule around his new
that
family. And
yeah, that's what
yeah.
Vanessa said. Wow, I mean, some
No,
big news. First of all, I want to thank you for giving us your time tonight.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Um, you are Luna Havoc. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows you, or you're a lover of wrestling.
I like wrestling a little bit,
A
yeah.
little bit. What made you fall in love? We're just past Valentine's Day. What?
What was my love?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
so
Go ahead.
I grew up like stereotypical like wrestling lover, like how you would think of a wrestling lover. Like I grew up in the trailer park, and this was our entertainment. So I started watching it with my brother and his best friend, and I saw two women that I was like in love with at first, and that was Sunny,
Okay.
and we can get into the whole Sunny thing. I hope she's doing better. I know she just got out of jail, but and Luna Vachon, which is where my name Luna came from, and I just wanted to be one of them growing up. But I never really wanted to be a wrestler. And then when I started to see Stone Cold and got into the Attitude Era, and that took me into ECW, and that's what got me into wrestling.
Oh, there's a
Um,
lot to unpack there.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. So I like honestly don't keep up with WWE at the current moment,
Okay.
but it just
Luna
doesn't. So
Luna Vachon, extremely underrated as a talent.
100%.
Extremely. Um, I bet you people only think of her as being a part of the oddities back in the day with the Attitude Era, which was first of all a phenomenal faction in its own right for what it was. Um, but yeah, so I can definitely see that. I can see the Luna. I can see Sunny. I saw some of your Sable cosplay.
I
Um,
do a lot of cosplay. Yeah.
a lot of cosplay. And we're gonna get to that. And yes, Sunny. I hope Sunny. I know Sunny has been battling a lot of different things, whether it's and I know I'll screw up all the words, so I apologize, Sonny. But you're battling things, and you just got out of jail, so hopefully you're on the come up, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
I hope so. It's sad because you see people that used to praise her when she was younger and all that stuff, and this is a whole other topic, but
yeah,
just the toxicity in the wrestling community and stuff, and um, the stuff that I see bullying her and stuff. So anybody that's listening to this that like bullies people online, fuck off.
fuck
That's
off. And I'll tell you. We've had this conversation before with many different people. One of the things that basically ruins wrestling is the internet wrestling community.
absolutely.
And you're on TikTok. We had McRuber, part of the wrestling TikTok community as well last week. How do you find the wrestling TikTok community on Twitter? Just as toxic?
On Twitter,
Or not Twitter, TikTok. Sorry.
TikTok.
Twitter's horrible.
Twitter is the worst. TikTok, I have had a few issues on there. Just with I there's like this huge thing going around right now, like respect women in wrestling. Yep. Because I've had a few people say some things to me, but overall, I'm new to TikTok as well. Like I just started. I don't know where you're from, but I live in Canada, where we've been in lockdown on and off for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So I started my TikTok like the end of 2021, I think, like October or something like that. So I haven't had too many issues so far, but I feel like the higher my follower count goes, it gets worse, right? Because you're pushed out to more people. Yeah. But yeah, overall, it's been, I don't want to jinx it, it hasn't been too bad. It's Twitter that I have a bigger problem with for sure.
Twitter is extremely toxic. The mute button is your friend. I try to cultivate. It's easy to hate, is what we say on here. It's very easy to hate things and harder to love, whether that's wrestling or anything in life.
No, absolutely. Like showing appreciation for something you might not actually enjoy. Like I said, I don't watch WWE, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go out of my way to tell people like, you should hate this. This is why you should hate this. Like if you enjoy something, enjoy it, love your life. It's fine. But yeah, it's getting pretty bad, especially pinning the two companies against each other.
Right.
Which I don't really understand. Like just enjoy one, the other, or both. It's not that big of a deal, right? So
yeah, I just heard AJ Styles had said like everybody wants. I think it was AJ Styles. Wants him to like hate his friends in the other company because they're working for the other company, but that's just not how it works.
Like we're all fighting with each other, WWE against AEW. Yeah. They're all laughing in the back with each other. Yeah. They're all friends. They don't give a shit. So no. They're all making money at the end of the day. Like
they are. And Vanessa, who is the producer and the voice that you'll hear, she's from Canada, by the way, as well.
Girl,
You'll hear occasionally. Where was I going to go with that? She feels they're working together. That AEW and the WWE are working together.
I've seen her posts about that. I'm gonna have to disagree with her on that. I don't think so, but I would love that. Like if somebody,
how great would that be? I was
kind of hoping again the Forbidden Door was Shane. If Shane came in, did the whole like invade. Oh, that would have been awesome. But who knows? Maybe she's right. I'm wrong. I usually am. So
hey, that's okay.
I just like making stories up.
Right? It's fun.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You do a lot of cosplay, and the cosplay that I've seen was Sable. What is it about? I don't even know. What is it about cosplay? Do you only do wrestling cosplay, or do you do anything?
No, I do a lot of like I usually do wrestling or I do horror cosplay.
Oh,
Those are
yes,
my
horror. That's right. I forgot about horror.
yeah. So like I've done Suzanne from Night of the Demons and Beetlejuice, and I just like dressing up. I go to a lot of Comic Cons as well, and that's a big thing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's fun. I love Halloween. My house is decorated for Halloween all year. So just dressing up as something spooky or wrestling, it's just fun for me. It's like a pastime.
Have you done the Fiend cosplay?
I have not. I have not. That's a good idea. I have done Alexa Bliss,
Okay.
like when she was with the Fiend there,
Yeah.
but no, I have not done that. But I have two coming up, and one of them I will say is Luna Fashawn.
Oh,
So
I look forward to that.
yeah, that one's going to be good. So I'm waiting for some stuff. It's not a cheap pastime, that's for sure. But it's a fun one.
No, it's not. And I have a lot of friends. I go to, well, I'm in upstate New York, so I'm not as shut down as Canada is. But back in the day when I don't like going out anywhere because I don't like people. But back in the day, I would go to like PAX East, which is kind of a Comic-Con-ish stuff, video games, but there's a lot of cosplay there as well. And I have friends that do it. And who did we talk to, Vanessa? That did cosplay. Oh, Vert Vixen, wrestler, did cosplay. And yes, it is not an expensive hobby at all.
It's yeah. I mean, and you get to be creative and make some things, and
Yeah.
that's a little fun. But yeah, it gets a little expensive. I'll probably have to slow down a little bit, but what can you do?
Hey, that's where the OnlyFans and I got all the links. Where did they go? The OnlyFans comes in. The Fans League comes in.
Yeah, those
right.
two.
Yeah.
It's all for fun.
It is all for fun. Hey, exactly. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing it. Period.
I'd rather die.
I'll live by that. What I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I'm kind of new to TikTok as well. I don't even know when I started it. Somebody suggested it to me that they're like, there's a lot of wrestling people on TikTok, and I was like my kids use TikTok, and I said, what the frig would I do on TikTok? So
yeah.
TikTok
dance.
I didn't know. Yeah, I had no idea. But as far as you go, when you decided to go into TikTok, would you consider your niche mostly wrestling or not?
I think it's become kind of that. Like I talk about wrestling, but I don't know if you've seen, like, I don't even know if I follow you, but I will. But I collect VHS tapes.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on Instagram. I saw your stacks of VHS on Instagram.
I have so many, it's ridiculous. And I just, every month, like I'll spell out the month with VHS and stuff. And it started with that. And then I started making like little stupid wrestling TikToks.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like to talk about wrestling online as much just because of like the online world, and I know how people can be. But I think I made like a Triple H wrestling. I was spitting out the water like
Oh yeah,
early. And it just like kind of took off, and then I started talking to a lot of people in the wrestling community, and it kind of became that. So I think it is wrestling now and a little bit of VHS, but I think the only person that cares about the VHS is me. So I'm kind of posting that for me at this point, but
it's like vinyl record collectors. Like the only people that care, like me. Like I'm waiting. I got a record coming in the mail, and I'm waiting for it. I just love it.
Yeah.
So I saw the picture on Instagram, at least one of them, and you were holding stacks of VHS. What is it specifically about VHS that you love?
Because I'm not old, but like
Right.
when I was younger, me and my mom, like I was like 4 or 5, and we'd go to, in Canada, it was called Jumbo Video.
Okay.
And we'd go like get VHS and we'd get horror movies and stuff like that. and we just watch them. And I like rewinding them. There's something like so
So
nostalgic
there
about
is
that.
something about
I
that.
Oh, it feels so good. Yeah, and just that sound. So it's just that like nostalgia, and it's gotten way out of hand because I'm somebody that'll throw out everything.
Right.
Hate collecting stuff besides that. So I really like VHS. I don't know. It's
Hey.
taking up my entire living room, but it's
Hey,
fine.
I get it. I get it. I got stacks and stacks of vinyl records right over there. And my wife, by the way, we also save all our VHS tapes as well. So we have boxes of them that I don't even know, they're back there. We don't do anything with them. But she also saved all of her Disney VHS tapes that she had as a kid.
Oh, nice. Like those clamshell
Yeah,
ones.
which is like epic. And my kids don't even understand. Like now they go on Disney Plus and they'll like the Little Mermaid. They'll just pull it up and be like this. And we showed them the case and opening it. Oh.
Side note, which is totally weird, but I don't know if you like listen to Motley Crue or anything, but the Pam and Tommy thing.
Yes, I heard that. Is it good?
That's out about their sex tape.
Yeah.
In Canada, they're showing it on Disney Plus, which I thought was.
Yes, I knew that. I may or may not have a VPN that allows me to get different content on my Disney Plus and my Netflix. Have you seen it?
I haven't, because if anybody knows me, I'm completely like, I have a sick obsession with Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
It goes too deep. Anyways, so she told everybody not to watch it. So
okay.
Of course.
So she's not behind it. See, I didn't know that.
No, either is Tommy. So I'm just like, I'm not going to watch this. Forget it.
No, that is good reasons. I didn't know that. I did not hear that.
Yeah. So, I'll be respectful of my Canadian queen. Wrestling, right?
No, we don't have to talk wrestling at all. I was gonna switch to horror, which I don't really know much about. But I guess I'm not. My wife would be better at this. My wife does like horror movies. I know she likes, like back in the day, Jason, or Halloween and Friday the 13th and all those things. She loves the Saw series. I'm not a horror guy. I don't know, it creeps me out.
It's supposed to.
I know, I guess.
No, he's a chicken shit. Like a chicken shit.
And
like creepy music scares him.
Yes, I can't hear it. And I'm down here.
Pumpkin. How do carved pumpkins make you feel?
But yeah, so is that the whole shtick? Is that what you love about it? The fact that it makes you feel.
Yeah, like I like to feel a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
I guess when I'm watching something, like I really like David Lynch as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do.
Like I want to feel a little gross when I'm done watching a movie. I don't know what it is. Like I can't watch romance or anything like that. I've always watched horror or David Lynch-esque stuff, or I really like Stanley Kubrick as well. So that kind of.
See, those things I'm down with. I'm down with the Stanley Kubrick. I'm down with the David Lynch stuff. In the first Saw I was okay with, but there's some other stuff I just can't handle.
Oh yeah.
I
get that. Like, yeah, I mean, there's some stuff like Human Centipede. Like, I don't need to see that. Like
Yeah.
You ever watch that? Probably not.
I have not, but I know enough about it.
That you don't need to.
I don't need to see it.
Stay far away from that. Yeah.
Just block that right out of my system. Oh man. No, we claim to be a wrestling show, but we talk a lot of non-wrestling stuff. Lots.
To ask you a question,
yes.
Are you excited about WrestleMania this year?
Am I excited about WrestleMania? That's a great question. If they can shorten up the show, I'll be a little more excited. If they
How long is it? Is it like 2 days?
It's gonna be 2 days. But they're still both long nights. and I wish they would shorten them. I hope that I'm getting 2 unified title matches. I'm hoping I'm getting Brock versus Roman, and they unify those titles. And I'm really pulling for Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky unifying those titles. I need to get rid of some titles. There's too many titles in the WWE. Too many.
Yeah, I don't know. And I heard Stone Cold Steve Austin might be coming back.
I did. I heard that today. I heard I heard and read. I only read titles of things, but I did read the title that the WWE wants Stone Cold to have a match at WrestleMania.
Kevin Owens or something.
Yeah, versus Kevin Owens. Go ahead.
The Stone Cold is in my top 3
Would
of
you
all time.
Would you like to see him back in the ring?
No, absolutely not. I don't need to see that. Like, I'm sure after how many years? 17 years or something, his knees are a bit better, or his neck or whatever. But like, it's like when they kept bringing Undertaker back and it just kept getting sadder and sadder. Like, I don't want to remember him like this. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it'll be great if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it probably won't be his best work. You know what I'm saying?
I feel against Kevin Owens, though, he wouldn't have to do too much work.
It's true.
Like, KO is probably one of the best, like, protectors in the business.
That's true.
I mean, Vince let him headbutt him. You know?
True.
I just don't know why they... Wait, this year... Yes, that's right. This year's is in Texas. Now it makes sense. For some reason, I thought it was next year. But they flip-flopped them. It was supposed to be in Hollywood this year. And they switched it, I believe. So it's in Texas this year, Hollywood next year.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
I mean, it would be nice to see him in Texas, obviously.
But... Well, he'll be there. I'm certain
he'll
be there doing something. Would I like to see him in the ring in a match? I mean, I'm a big Austin fan. I would like to see it. I don't know where it goes. If it gets Kevin Owens over a little more, maybe. Oh, I'm getting a question in the chat from fellow horror fan D-Rod2222. He would like to know, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh, man. So hard. There's so many different... The first one that's coming to my head, and that always comes to my head, is Rosemary's Baby.
Interesting. I wonder if he's seen that.
Dead Alive is also really good.
Yes,
if you like gore and comedy mixed up into one.
If I was going to watch horror, I would like to have some comedy with it. I think.
That one, there you go. That's your homework. Now you have homework now that I've been here. Dead Alive. Peter Jackson, and it's hilarious.
Okay. I like Peter Jackson.
Watch some Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
I think I would like that.
It's kind of like Evil Dead in that.
I'd have to watch it in like the middle of the day too. Where it can't be dark out.
Yeah. Actually, there's a piece in Dead Alive where you might kind of want to throw up a little bit. You'll get over it.
I am getting more of a chicken shit as I age. As my wife says, you're aging gracefully, but you're also becoming more of a pussy. Those are her words, not mine.
I totally agree with that. That also... Bringing it back to wrestling for a second, though, I've noticed the older I get, the less I can watch like extreme wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Vanessa can't watch that.
I can't I can't anymore. I've tried because I'm trying to get into GCW a little bit more, and I know they're a little more relaxed than CZW was.
Yes,
but
they are.
Some of that stuff with the light bulbs and I don't know. It's just the older I get, the more I don't want to watch somebody slit their head open with a pizza cutter, you know? Okay, but I love Nick Gage.
Makes my shoulders go like this. I think GCW is hot though. I think they are the ECW of the modern era. But I agree they wouldn't be able. Well, I don't know. ECW was able to do it with extreme violence for the sake of violence. Yeah, I don't know. Good stuff. D-Rod says Rosemary's Baby is a classic. Classic.
It's a good movie. That ending, Rosemary Baby. Have you ever seen it?
I have not. I have not seen it. Is it a spoiler?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
Now I have to watch it.
I think it's past the limitations because like that movie.
Yeah, but didn't she give me homework? Isn't that is that the one I gotta watch? What's the Dead Alive?
Yeah, I think Rosemary's Baby might be easier for you to watch.
Okay.
Dead Alive, you might have to work up to that. I don't know.
Get some homework. I work in the school system. I have next week off. I have nothing but time. I can definitely watch Rosemary's Baby and Dead Alive. Are they? I don't want to say kid friendly because they're horror movies, but my oldest daughter does like some horror stuff. I don't mind if she watches horror stuff as long as it's not sexually.
Yeah, Baby is okay. Like it's more of a psychological horror movie.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay. All right.
Dead Alive, there is a part in that where there's so much gore, it's ridiculous. So maybe not that one.
All right.
Pass on that.
That's fine. We can handle that.
That's fine.
I'm just getting creeped out thinking about it. Anyway, Luna, you've been a pleasure to have on. You're easy to talk to. But it's nearing the end of the show. And it comes that time at the end. I always give the mic to the guest, and they can put over whatever they want. They can plug anything you want. I've had your commands or your links go through the chat, but I'm gonna give you the floor now, and you can say anything you want, and I will not interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay. Well. Hi guys. You can follow me I am the most active on Instagram. It's Luna Havoc, luna.havoc, or Twitter. Every Wednesday I live tweet with all of my followers on the AEW Dynamite. So if you want to come chat about wrestling and you like AEW Dynamite, come talk to me. That's all.
Excellent. Perfect. Phenomenal. So tomorrow's Dynamite. It'll be a big Dynamite with Cody Rhodes. Well, I'll tune in to Luna Havoc's Twitter. Twitter.com. Right? You said Twitter? You live tweet it, right?
Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah.
Nice Twitter.
Spectacular. And everybody be nice. Luna, I can't wait for the Luna Vachon cosplay. You're welcome back anytime. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for giving us your time. It's been great. Great conversation.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace. Bye. Awesome. Good stuff.